Yo, what's up everybody? It's your host MA coming back at you with another episode of Heat Blogspot from the HVS studio. How y'all doing? Today is Monday, September 21st, and this will be my recap episode of what happened on Saturday in Game 3 of the Heat vs. Celtics, which unfortunately did not come victor, and I'm sure you guys all heard I'm late on this video because I've been in my feelings this whole time. So I'll let you guys know how I've been feeling, let you guys know what happened. Let's get into it. And thank you for joining us. Before we get into it, though, can you please do me a favor? Whatever you're listening on, whatever you're watching, please follow, like, subscribe, comment, share it, hit me up, do whatever you want. Please, it all helps. Hit me up on social, Facebook or Twitter. Hit me up on email at heatblogspot@gmail.com. Hey, let me know what's going on. So, that's that. As you guys know, Saturday was Game 3, and we lost 117 to 106. Man, and I'm hoping that this win... I mean, honestly, guys, before I get into the damn game, I'll let you guys know what happened. The reason I didn't come out with an episode that night or the next day, yesterday, I didn't want to come out here doing a video for you guys, an episode for you guys, that I'm just... the downer, because I was the downer guy on Saturday night. I was like, God damn it, this is what happens. And I just needed time to reflect, listen to some interviews, listen to some post recaps and some player reactions, try to understand what happened, and reflect myself, because I got to go back into the game and realize, okay, was it as bad as I remembered it, right? And it was bad. There's a lot of times it was just damn it, what is going on here? And it comes down to a couple of things, guys. Number one, we need to play a full 48 minutes. Now with Gordon Hayward back, because he made a huge difference, definitely made a huge difference for the Celtics. He creates a matchup problem for us. Very smart player. He's not a superstar at any chance, but he just knows how to play the game. He knows where to be to get rebounds. He knows how to pass the ball. He can handle the ball a little bit. He can make a decent amount of shots, and he has a couple of go-to moves. All that combined, when your other three players that are great or have been playing great, and you add Gordon Hayward, and you have Marcus Smart shooting very well and playing defense like he does all the time, it's a recipe for some good basketball for if you're the Celtics. Now, the Heat have to counter that. We have to come correct. And the way we do that is we play 48 minutes. If you watch that game again, if you haven't watched it, then don't watch it, because the whole game is 48 minutes of the Celtics playing. I mean, they played every minute. They did not let go of the pedal for 1 minute. 1 minute we did not have a break on that game. The Heat gave them all the breaks they wanted. I mean, seriously, we did not play full 48 minutes. It's kind of, you see, I would have been screaming right now on Saturday if I would have made this episode, really screaming, but I'm not. And I'm disappointed in our culture. If we have a culture that we say we're the hardest working, nastiest, most conditioned team, how are we not playing a full 48 minutes? And I think that's a reflection. Now that's number two of why we lost. It's a reflection of the leadership of Jimmy Butler, because Jimmy Butler had one of the worst games I've ever seen. It reminded me, if you guys might hate me for this, but it definitely reminded me of LeBron James in 2011 of the NBA Finals against the Dallas Mavericks, where LeBron James just disappeared. I mean, LeBron James is a talent. Jimmy Butler's a talent. They're going to get their points in minutes. They're still going to score double figures. They're going to get rebounds. They're going to do little things still here and there because they're a talent. But did they play their best? Did they do what they really could have done in this game series to make the best, hit the most potential and make the best game for us? No, he didn't. He did not. And he's too passive. And in my other episodes, I've been saying we need to evolve. We need to continue to grow as individuals in this team and as a team every round to ensure we get to the finals and to win that championship. We have to. Everybody. Spo included. Jimmy Butler is not excluded in this. And he didn't come correct. Spo made some good changes in the end. I mean, honestly, we played so hard in that last 12 minutes, especially the last 4 or 5 minutes. that under a minute left in the game, we were down by only 5 points. We were down by only 5 points. I'm telling you guys, as I said in the last episode of episode 2, if we played a full 48 minutes, I guarantee we blow out this team. I guarantee we blow out the Celtics every time if the team shows up for 48 minutes. I mean, everybody who comes in the game puts it all on the line and says, fuck it, we're going to go 100. That's what that would make us win every game easily, and it showed. That was the Celtics' probably best game of the series for sure. Maybe the whole playoffs. I'm not sure. I haven't been watching them really. But they came out with their best, and with Gordon Hayward. And they almost lost still. We almost came back on a night that we had. It was terrible. We had the worst night of all time. Terrible. Jimmy Butler. Let me get back to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler just wasn't there, and he didn't take the challenge. And the challenge was Goran Dragic. They're stopping him. They're making Goran Dragic work for everything he's getting. Bam Adebayo, luckily, he's a clear talent above their bigs, so he's doing as much as he can because he realizes he needs to be a vocal point. But now Jimmy Butler needs to look in the mirror and go, damn, Dragic's getting stopped. Bam's playing hard. I forgot to mention Tyler Hero is having a game. I mean, Tyler Hero, that first half, saved us. I mean, I think we would have been blown out 100% if it wasn't for Tyler Hero's first half. I mean, that kid's a talent. That kid did not give up. He kept playing. Any play he kept playing. Yeah, he made a stupid foul. Or no, he didn't make a foul. He almost went to block a dunk for Tatum. But it just shows he was hustling. He's like, you know what? I'm not trying to lose this game right now. I'm trying to be up 3-0. And I give it up to Tyler Hero. But Tyler Hero is our rookie. No one in that team is going to go, Tyler Hero, save us, and they're going to get pumped by Tyler Hero's playing. They're not. You know who is going to pump up the team if he plays hard? Like he does every time. Every time this guy plays hard and he comes correct and makes big plays, the whole team takes another level up in that game. Goes up. And Jimmy Butler has to realize that. It's Jimmy Butler I'm talking about. Jimmy, if you're listening to me, bro, you just need to take the challenge and go. You have the skills. You have the talent. You had a 40-point game in this playoffs. You can do this, brother. We're all behind you. We're ready to see the next step in your evolution. And the next step is taking control of the game when it's time to. When the game is calling you to do that. Now, third point I'm going to make. Now, and this is a big point because I think this is huge for the rest of the series. Bam Adebayo has to be the best player of this series moving forward. For us to close this series out, for us to win 2 more games, Bam Adebayo, because we're still 2-1, guys. I'm trying not to flip out too much. Now, if we lose on Wednesday, now we got problems. But to another key to us to ensure this is going to go our way, Bam needs to realize he needs to be the best player on the court this whole series, on offense and on defense. And on offense, I'm not saying he needs to lead us in scoring, but he needs to keep coming correct like this. But he needs to figure this out early. See, Bam in game 2 and game 3, he did all his work in the second half. But if we made that a vocal point in the first half, in the second half, guess how many wide open threes we will have? We will have too many wide open threes because now the team defense of the Celtics has to collapse and watch Bam. They're going to let Bam eat all day? I don't think so. They don't have a lot of size. A lot of people are going to start helping. This is going to open three-pointers. It's going to open up lanes. It's going to open up a lot of things. Bam needs to take control of the game early. He needs to be aggressive. He's a clear talent above Daniel Tice. Daniel Tice is a good player now. Don't get me wrong. But Bam is 100 times better than Daniel Tice. And Bam can control this game as much as he wants. I wasn't liking Spo's plan for I don't know what happened though. Like, do you guys remember earlier in this bubble in the season, a lot of our plays came on the high post. And if you guys don't know what the high post is, where the free throw line is, those two ends, it's a square, it's a rectangle box. Then right there's a free throw and there's the basket. The two ends of that free throw line, that's the high post. Bam needs to start getting the ball out there, but right there, not by the 3-point line, not close to the 3-point line where he's farther away from the rim. He needs to get right there by the free throw line, get that ball in the high post and create. He needs to. I don't know why he's allowing the team to push him out to the 3-point line when he's not a shooter. He's limiting himself to be only a passer once he gets the ball, or to try to dribble and take off somebody. But the Celtics are showing they play great team defense. We need to be smarter. That's all it is. We need to come correct for 48 minutes. Jimmy needs to start leading this team on both ends. On both ends. You don't need to lead us. You don't need to lead us in scoring. I'm not saying that. But you need to be the leader, and you need to show the team how we're going to get this stuff done. You need to be a big vocal point. Now, Bam needs to continue what he's doing, but do it earlier in the game. He needs to come and show the team, show the Celtics, not our team, show the Celtics that he's a fucking threat to be messed with early and make that team work harder. So then in the second half, they're gonna leave those lanes open. You're gonna leave shooters open because they're gonna be tired and they're gonna be thinking Bam's gonna get the ball and score. And then we hit a three, and then we start going because we've been shooting lights out. The Heat are on fire this whole series. We've been shooting lights out, and that's another thing that's been saving us. Our three-point shooting has definitely been saving us. But, sorry if I'm scratching my eye and you hear stuff. I have a lot out. But, damn, like, you see me, I'm growing my Jimmy Butler mustache and stuff. I don't know, I might trim it tomorrow, so it might last. But, like, I'm in it with you guys. Like, this is crazy. And I'm hoping the Heat, maybe we needed this. Maybe we needed this game, guys. Maybe that's all it was. Maybe we just need this game. We need a kick in the ass. You know, we need to wake up. We need to be like, hey, guys, something's going wrong, and we need to fix this. And I'm hoping that's what it is. I'm hoping this is a big wake-up call. And, you know, reading everything, looking at all the interviews, post-game reactions from the players and everything, it seems like that's what's happening. And there's 3 days, really 4 days, between all these, between game 4. So I'm sure, just like I have been, Jimmy, all these guys have been replaying that game, and all the bad shit's been happening, all the press that's been hearing. It's time to wake up. And I hope it is. I hope they are waking up, because you guys want a championship? Let's go. You got to bring it. You know? You got to bring it. And I think we're going to shorten our rotation now. I think Spo is really going to go to 8 deep probably. We probably go 8 deep, meaning Tyler Hero, Iggy, and KO come out of the bench. Maybe DJ, though DJ I still like. So maybe we go 9 deep. But I honestly think Kendrick Nunn is out of the rotation, unfortunately. I mean, honestly, the Celtics are feasting on him. The Celtics are waiting for him to get in the game, and when he gets in the game, they attack him because they know he's not a great defender. He's just not. I mean, honestly, guys, go back to the film, watch it. The guy's not a great defender. He's not great on offense. He needs to try to create something out of nothing, and he's just not very big. You know, he's 6'2", not very stocky. He's not Kyle Lowry, and, you know, he gets bullied. And it's shown. It's shown. When he's playing against a defense where the team is focusing on him because they know he was the second runner-up for the Rookie of the Year, you need to start. You got to start bringing better than that. He has to evolve too, and he's not doing that. So honestly, I don't think Kendrick Nunn's gonna be playing. I think DJ might play sporadically when we play our zone defense. Iggy same way. Tyler Hero was gonna play big minutes. I think if anything, guys, Tyler Hero and the starting 5 are gonna get huge minutes going on, like huge minutes. They're gonna try to be on the court as much as possible, and then we sprinkle in KO, we sprinkle in DJ, we sprinkle in Iggy, and that's it. And we'll see what happens. Because I think right now we have to start playing our best. We're 2 wins away, just 2 wins away from the finals, guys. It's now or never. It is. We don't want this team to gain confidence. Like I said, Gordon Hayward, big difference. His wife's pregnant. She's about to give birth. And he just already said that if she gives birth, he's not leaving the bubble. So this is something that's not going away, unfortunately. I was hoping the guy would be a family man and leave the bubble and go see his baby. But no, he's being a basketball player. He's being a professional. And he's going to stay. And he's making a big difference. Guys, we got to take advantage of what we do best. And another thing we haven't been doing, guys, is just playing fast. I don't know why. We definitely have a better team to play fast in. You know, we have a slow pace. And I think a lot of that is our leadership, is Jimmy. Jimmy trying to you know, stay on the same pace and make sure we're reading the right plays and getting the best shot at the moment. This is a great defensive team. I think now we got to evolve and use our instincts. Yes, we're a great offensive team. Yes, we got great plays. But we gotta stop going at it in half mass in practice mode, where we're just running around in circles and moving casually and trying to see what play works. And while this defense is going at 100%, trying to fucking fuck us up. Stop that. Match their fucking competitiveness. Let's go. Move faster. You guys already know what you're all gonna do. Just do it faster. You guys gotta get more possessions. If you're gonna try to win by the 3-point line, we need more. We need a lot more threes then to go in and to shoot. And the only way we do that is we play faster and we play better defense. So, and I'm sure the Heat know this. You know, I'm sure if you were hearing me now, you probably know this already because it's been 2 days and I'm slacking over here because I'm the biggest Heat fan of the world, and I didn't want to scream on the damn microphone as the way I'm doing it now. You know, I didn't want to scream more or louder or whatever the case may be. But damn, you know, like, and I don't even have to talk about the game because honestly, the thing I could tell you is that whatever the Celtics did is what the Heat should have done. The Celtics did their job. You know, they played a good game. I'm not going to take too much away from them. They played a good game. They played very well on defense. They were doing everything they needed to do on offense to win the game. They stayed focused for 48 minutes. And we just didn't do that. And that's what I was hoping that we were going to do. If you guys remember the last episode, I keep re-saying everything because I think the Celtics were hearing me the last episode. I think all the Celtics players watched me on my last episode and said, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to play 48 minutes and run this team out. And that's what they did, you know. And it was almost lucky in the end, you know, when the Heat decided to turn it up and play the next 5 minutes in full speed. And then we only get down by 5. And then we fuck it up anyways. We lose because I didn't think we were going to win anyways. I thought it was too late. You guys waited too late to fucking turn on the Heat. And I knew we were going to lose. But it just shows that if we are able to turn this thing on for a full 48 minutes, the Celtics don't have a chance. They do not. They don't have a chance against us. How are you going to let Grant Williams, who's like 6'6", be the center and fucking make a difference? You know? Like, take some pride, guys. We gotta win. We're only 2 wins away. How many times are you gonna be able to say this? 2 wins away? I don't think that's how you want the season to end. 2 wins away. Yeah, we were 2 wins away from the finals. That's how we ended our season. I don't think so. I don't want to go out like that. I'm sure our team doesn't want to go out like that. Let's wake up. Let's play some ball. Spo is gonna come correct. I'm not worried about Spo at all. I know Spo is cooking up some stuff. If anything, this amount of days for him is just making his mind work, and he's trying to think of anything and everything to counter them. And I think a lot of it's just effort, guys. A lot of it's effort. They were playing harder than us. You know, everything. That's all it is, guys. That's all it is. As long as we wake up, we're gonna be more than okay, and we're gonna get 2 points. But those 3 things have to happen. Number 1, play full 48 minutes. Number 2, Jimmy Butler has to be an offensive force and needs to do it early and be a leader and not be quiet and stop deferring to the team in moments where he needs to step up, where he needs to be the man. And then number 3, Bam Adebayo needs to be the best player in this series. All 3 things are doable, you know, and that's why I believe we're still gonna win. And I told you guys, I can't predict a sweep. I didn't think we were going to sweep. This still can go to 7 games. It still can. And it could, whatever. I don't care. I still believe the Heat are going to win the finals. And I'm sorry, they're going to win this series and then go to the finals. We just got to do the things that make us win. And do it right, and do it fast, and do it early. And stop believing that we're this huge team that hasn't done anything. Let's get this right? We keep believing we can come back from a double-digit lead against this team. I don't know why. But we haven't done anything to deserve that, to earn that. Did we win the championship? No. Did anyone win any awards in our roster? No. Yeah, we got a couple of teams, all NBA third team, all defensive second team, all rookies first and second team. Whatever, all good. Guess what? That was the regular season, though. That doesn't mean shit right now. It don't mean nothing. So now, come correct, let's fix it, and let's go. Next game, Wednesday, 8:30 on ESPN. If you guys don't know, every game's on ESPN coming up. for the rest of the series. I guess the Eastern Conference is going to have the whole series played on ESPN. So I don't think we know what time each game is on yet, but for sure ESPN is the channel. And 8:30 on Wednesday's Game 4. Both teams have plenty of rest. Both coaches have plenty of time to plan and scheme. Let's see what happens. It's going to be a battle, but like I said, full 48 minutes, Jimmy Butler taking over, Bam being the best, and it's all good. It's all good. Not too worried as long as we come correct. Boom. All right. So that's the game, guys. Like, I don't really want to. It's been 2 days. If anything, you guys recapped it in your head 100 times. And if you haven't, then you watch the highlights of 1 or 2 times and you really know what happened. And like I said, basically what happened is the game that Celtics played is what the game the Heat should have played. And that's it. That's all it came down to. It came down to effort. Came down to who wanted it more. Celtics wanted it more. We didn't want it enough. They win. Boom. It is what it is. But I want to talk about Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero in this game ended with 22 points. I mean, the kid was doing it all. I mean, that guy is unbelievable. Tyler Hero. He is playing at an incredible high level. He's playing like a veteran. He plays fearless, just fearless. Big moments, doing everything, getting rebounds, making plays. I mean, the kid's is a rookie, right? So he's not making mistakes, but you love the passion. You love the fire. You love just everything he's bringing. He brought the competitiveness spirit. How is Tyler Hero the most competitive player in Game 3? I don't know how, but he was. I mean, Bam definitely became competitive after a while, but Tyler Hero, he's the only one I give the card to that played 48 minutes. He played, and he wasn't in there for 48 minutes, but any minute he was on the court, he was out there 100%. He was making it, he was throwing it all out there and leaving it on the floor and said, I'm going to be the best version of me today, and that's it. And that's what everyone, I hope everyone can take Tyler Hero's, leadership in that role. I mean, is a rookie really going to lead us? If so, let it be. If so, let it be. Maybe that's what wakes up the veterans. Hey, a rookie's doing better than us and he's coming correct for 48 minutes. We got to start doing the same. Hopefully that wakes him up. I think that would wake me up. If I was, if I'm Duncan Robinson, I'm being scared right now. Because I wouldn't be surprised if Spo is flirting with the idea in his head. Do I start Tyler Hero? Do I start Dragic, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Jay Crowder, and Bam Adebayo? And that, you know what that does? That matches the Celtics' creativity and playmaking off the bench. The only thing that sucks, though, is that they got Gordon Hayward coming off their bench. Or he might start. We don't know yet. But I'm just saying, like, let's say Gordon Hayward starts and then Marcus Smart's off the bench. Marcus Smart's still been playing really well, right? So, but we match up with our offensive threat, with more players able to play on the ball. Now, don't have to play off the ball because Duncan Robinson plays off the ball a lot. Duncan Robinson's been playing, okay defense. Tyler Hero, he's been playing tough defense. Sometimes he gets beat, sometimes not that great, but 100% effort, and he's been making smarter plays as the playoffs have progressed. I trust Tyler Hero in the starting lineup right now. I do, personally. I mean, I'm not the coach. I'm not there 24/7. I don't know what's going on 100%, but by the eye test, I will start Tyler Hero if I'm thinking about some way to mess up the Celtics plan. Because that changes everything. Even though Duncan Robinson's such a great shooter, and he creates space still, but they know that if he gets the ball and they run him off the line, he's not going to dribble into the lane and create something for somebody else. He's going to stop and pass or do his little jump pump fake and then pass it right before he lands because he's weird. And I think, honestly, Tyler Hero could be the key to make us start better. Honestly, he's playing 100% every minute. Maybe we need to put him in the starting lineup just to bring up the level of this team. Duncan Robinson can still come off the bench. He can still most likely play against Wanamaker. If anything, it might help Duncan Robinson get better shots in the game because he's going to be coming off the bench playing against their second unit as well, more likely. And you never know. So I might have just figured out Spo's plan. Don't be surprised, guys, if Tyler Hero starts, because we need to do something to get Dragic to be free or give him more opportunities. We need something to let Jimmy get more opportunities. We need something to get Bam more opportunities. But the whole Bam thing, though, guys, Bam can do this every game. He could if he wants to. Nobody on the Celtics can stop Bam. They won't. They will never put Jason Tatum on him. They will never put Jaylen Brown on him, simply because Bam's bigger, stronger, and can take it in the hole against them every time. And if he does ever see those guys in front of him, I suggest, please, Bam, go straight to the rack, create some contact. Don't, when you pump fake, try not to go backwards. Pump fake inwards. So pump and then lean in a little bit, but lean in with your body, not your shoulder. So you pump and then you lean, and then you go right back up. Because his shoulder, his body is so much bigger than them that he's going to be able to carve out enough space for this right arm to get right in there every single time. The thing is that Bam still hasn't learned, and you'll watch it in the game or go back to some previous games. He'll do a pump fake but lean the other way. He does not like to put his body sometimes on the other player. He needs to learn how to put his body. I know this because I do that sometimes when I play basketball. Something I've been trying to work on my whole life, and for some reason, it's mental. I know, but I'm not a professional. I'm not getting paid to win a championship. I'm not getting paid to play basketball. So for Bam, as a player to player, I'm just saying, some help. Try to remember, body into the player, create the space. Easy layup. So, you never know. I mean, we'll see if Tyler Hero ends up playing in the starting lineup, but I don't think that's a bad idea against the Celtics team. I don't think whoever we play in the next round, maybe we don't keep it. We keep Duncan Robinson back in the starting lineup. But I think we need to do something. And then we need to do something, too, to wake this team up, I think. I think Spo's trying to realize that everyone's kind of gotten too comfortable, too much confidence, maybe, in the way we've been doing things. And he's like, guys, this doesn't mean it's going to work every time. We need to come back and counter this. We need to come back and evolve. Again, I'm going to keep you saying that throughout this whole playoff run until we lose, until we get knocked out. We need to continue to evolve as individuals and as players. And that's what it is. Maybe that's how Tyler Hero is going to evolve right now. Tyler Hero becomes a starter. You never know. And if Tyler Hero becomes a starter and starts putting down some big numbers, 100% untouchable. I don't care what anyone says. I would not trade this kid for nothing. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you're Bradley Beal. Brother, you're the one that signed that extension, and you could have been a fucking free agent. But you're all the one that wanted to do let me sign and then get all this. You fucked yourself up. You want to be with John Wall and his Achilles, go ahead. It's all good. But honestly, Tyler Hero, we do not trade. We need all the cap space. I'm telling you guys, we're gonna be attracting people. We're gonna be attracting people. So we need to build on this in the right way. Not try to, just get some fucking all-star and put him in here and hope it works. And I don't think that's the way it should be. Honestly, I know we proved in the past. Look at LeBron James. Look at Chris Bosh. Look at the big three. But I don't think that's the key. I don't think that's the way we end up winning this whole thing. I already talked about Kendrick Nunn. Unfortunately, the other rookie. Like I said, guys, he has limitations. There was a reason why he was undrafted. There's a reason why he's a rookie right now at 25 years old. He just turned 25 this year. There's a reason for a lot of things the way his career was going. The reason he started the whole time, this whole year is because Spo wanted to make sure we had a scorer off the bench. He didn't know what he was getting in Tyler Hero. He knew what he was getting in DJ. He knew what he was getting in KO. He knew what he was getting with everybody else. But he didn't know, 100%. So might as well bring Dragic off the bench. Make sure we always have a constant, consistent player that can come off the bench and relax us and continue to drive us the rest of the game. And then Kendrick Nunn was able to feast on that. Kendrick Nunn was able to start, do a well enough job. They kept it. He was under the radar. Not a lot of teams knew about him. Not a lot of teams, understood how we're using him and how to guard him. In the playoffs, coaches and everybody got nothing but time to look at video, learn your tendencies, and see how to beat you. And like I said, guys, there's a lot of things he doesn't do right. He can't go right. He can't go right. I mean, honestly, every time he goes right, he has to stop and do a spin to go back to his left and try to shoot a lefty. Like, why are you taking so much time off the clock to do that? I don't know why. And on defense, plays great team defense. At times, can play good man-to-man defense, but most of the time, he's getting cooked. And sometimes he's very undisciplined. Like, he had a stupid foul against Tatum. Tatum was going for the block. Going for the dunk, and then Kendrick Nunn tried to block it, and he was like 4 feet away from him. Anyway, but tries to jump anyways and tries to block. I guess he thought he's gonna fly in the air like DJ, and he fouls him, makes a 3-point play. Of course, Tatum hits it, and it's like, come on, bro, like really, like that could have just been 2 points. You just gave him 3 points. Thank you. And I just think things like that. And unfortunately, guys, if you're a Kendrick Nunn fan, for me right now, I could trade him. Like, I'm sorry. If Kendrick, you're listening to me, man, I think you know this too, brother. And you're a Heat player, so I'm gonna support you every time. If anything, I'm just saying this to help you. Like, you gotta throw something at him that they haven't seen, even if you haven't really done it that often. You know what you're capable of, right? You know what you can do. Just go do it, man. Like, stop waiting and play in the system and play smart. I hope he gets some minutes. I don't really think it's the end of Kendrick Nunn, honestly, in this whole playoff run, because there's gonna be a moment where we're gonna need him, like we did against the other series. He came in and was a spark plug for us. He needs to be able to do that, and he needs to be able to learn how to do it at the right time. I mean, Kendrick, I know a lot of people that like you. I know a lot of people that want to see you do well, and I want to see you do well. I mean, I hope you do well. But I'm a fan. I'm a basketball player too, and I see these little things that happen, and I can't help but say it, and say it out loud and say, hey, there's a couple of things you need to work on to ensure that we as a team are better. That's all. DJ can't really shoot. He hasn't been shooting well, but in this playoff, he's been shooting well, right? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like if DJ wasn't shooting well, I'll be on DJ too. But he's been doing the little things to make sure he stays afloat and able to play him, and get minutes. KO, the same thing. KO might not always make the shots, but he's hustling, getting rebounds. He got some couple good blocks. Iggy's Iggy. Iggy's Finals MVP. You don't doubt Iggy. So, Kendrick, you just gotta realize you're a rookie still. So a lot of people are gonna put a lot of top on you. But the best rise above it, become better and evolve. And I hope you do too. If you guys know Kendrick, please let him know this. That all we do hope is that you evolve and keep growing as a player and keep getting better and trying to figure out how to help this team. And I don't think he needs to score. Kendrick, you don't need to score to win, to make us better. I just think you need to play better in our system and stop trying to go for the home run play and go for the right play, the smart play. That's all. And I think until he learns how to do that, it'll be sporadic for now. Now, the Celtics are going to be the Celtics. It's going to be a wild game 4. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tough. But you just got to come correct. You just got to come correct. Now, on the other side, it's Lakers and Nuggets. And I was hoping we would have won on Saturday, because I would already start talking about the possibility of which team we're going to play, which team looks better for us to play. But now I can't really do that. It is what it is. Yeah. I'm trying to think right now, like, how do I extend this episode? Like, I kind of want to, but I kind of don't want to, because it's not going to be positive. I just ended this episode about Kendrick, and I wasn't positive at all, so I apologize for that. But there wasn't a lot of positives in this game to take away. Like I said, the best two things about that whole game was Bam and was Tyler. Those two guys are the best. Jay Crowder's shooting cooled off a little bit, but I think Jay Crowder's shooting fell off a little bit because now they're focusing on him. He was just being hot so well that they're like, okay, now we need to be a little bit more on his hip, just the same way we've been on Duncan's hip, And Jay doesn't have the handles to break away or anything. Same with Duncan, and that's why I think Tyler Hero might have to be in this starting lineup for us to give us a fourth ball hand. No, it'll be our third ball handler. Yeah, I'm sorry, fourth ball handler. Jay Crowder won't be balling, won't be dribbling, and I think that would create more opportunities for us. Better offense, better flow, come out with better energy, we gotta try something at this point because we're just not playing to our potential. We're not playing at our full strength. And I'm telling you guys, the moment we play full strength for 48 minutes, and I'm hoping it's on Wednesday, it's gonna be a blowout. It's not gonna be close, and the whole media is gonna be like, "Oh, this Miami team's gonna win." Like, I'm doing Stephen A right now. This whole Miami team is going to win right now. Those boys in Dade County and going to pull off in the parking lot and you're going to hit threes. And then you see what happens when they come a full 48 minutes. Brad Stevens in trouble. Brad Stevens and that team in trouble. Because Coach Spo and those boys down South Beach are coming for the mole. I mean, that's basically what he's going to say, right? So guys, the fate of this series is in our hands. It's in the Heat's hands. Basically, the whole fate of our series, and that's all it comes down to. The Celtics won't beat us. We will beat us. I don't want to talk about stats because when I look at the stats, it just screams effort wasn't there. It just screams we didn't play 48 minutes. It just screams that we went through the motions. It just screams all those things. It just does, and I don't want to keep saying things that we've been hearing for the last 2 days. What I'm trying to say is, guys, we have the remedy to fix this. It's not broken yet. It hasn't been broken because there's nothing to fix. The only thing we got to do is just come and play for 48 minutes every time. That's all we got to do. Remember the last game we lost against the Bucks? Why did we lose? Because we took our pedal off the foot. We took our foot off the pedal. Excuse me. When Giannis went out the game and he didn't want to come back. So now we all like, oh, let's relax. We're going to win now because Giannis is out. Of course, the Bucks didn't let go of the gas. And they end up winning in overtime. Guys, that's all it comes. Our 2 losses have come because we do not play hard. Because we did not play for 48 minutes. We beat ourselves. No one has beaten the Heat. We're 10-2. And no one's beating us. We've beaten ourselves. That's all it is. If anything, we're 12-0 because of that. But we're 10-2. And we just need to wake up. Come on, guys. Wake up, rise up to the challenge, and let's play some ball. Let's play some ball. All right, guys? Let's go Heat. Let's do this. All right. I think that's going to be the episode for today, guys. I appreciate you guys listening. Remember, everything's fine. We're okay. We're going to win. It's all good. Thank you for listening, guys. Thank you for chatting with me. Hit me up on social. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on Twitter. All good. Hit me up with any questions you got. Wednesday, 8:30 on ESPN. Game 4. The Heat will take it. We're going to play a full 48 minutes. Jimmy Butler will be a leader. And he's going to be the best player in the series. And we might see some new tactics from us. We'll see. But all right, guys. Thank you as always. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen.